So it's Manchester United 2, Chelsea 1, and the truth is, this was a poor game. That's the best thing we can say. You can let me know in the comments if you think it was a good game. If it was for you, kudos to you. Let me know in the comments. But for me, I don't think the quality was there. Chelsea, who are supposed to be title contenders, did not show as to why they were title contenders. No, we understand about the red card and everything leading up to that. We're going to get into that on the Chelsea part. But for Manchester United fans, good job. Good job. You got 3 points. 3 points to help Ruben Amorim in his absolutely worst spell as a manager. And you be one of the title contenders or title favorites in Chelsea. You won 2-1. You scored two good goals. Right before the red card for Sanchez, you were playing nice, fluent, pass and move, third man combinations, 1-2 touches here and there. Looked good. Looked excellent. But we're going to get into a deeper side of it because I think there's also some questions as relates to what the hell was Casemiro thinking when he got his red card. But listen, positives first. Manchester United did well. I thought the game, how you took control of the game in the first half, I thought was really good. And for majority of the game, really, you played well. You defended stoutly. I think this was a game of urgency where players had to be more urgent, realizing, of course, what the narratives were going to be if you didn't even win with 10 playing against 10 men. But you found a way to win. And to be honest with you, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking like, can they actually do it though? Like, I feel like they might give away a 2-2, but I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, seeing that they might perform to a level that they haven't enough. And I thought in the first half, Manchester United I think, played their best football for the entire season. They showed fluent, 1-2 combinations. They showed that they pressed well. I think Sesko probably should have had a goal. I think some of how the structure and build-up play was alright. It was strange seeing Delete putting in crosses, which is very weird, but that's for another day and for another time. But I thought how you started the game was really good. And the fact that it was Bruno Fernandes who scored the first goal after he kept knocking, he kept hitting the door, he kept pounding the door, and it was Captain Bruno, the fantastic, come up and score. I thought it was very clever in how he moved off the shoulder of the defender. But I thought that was a very good goal. But and I also thought in terms of just that cutting edge that gives you more opportunities to score, I don't think it was fully there. And that's not necessarily a negative. I think that's probably going to, in time when persons are more integrated into the team, persons know who moves where, how they move, fine. But I thought some of the final ball decision making, you could have put away the game at least 3-4-0 in the first half. And I thought that probably might be detrimental at the latter part of the season when goal difference kicks in. But, you're going to look at me and say, who cares? You still got 3 points. And justifiably so, it should be. You shouldn't care one bit. And I thought, like, Diallo had opportunities to get the ball in as quickly as possible, trying to chop back, cut it back on his left foot. Then, no, he doesn't need that. And then I thought Bruno should have had the opportunity to pass it to Diallo on his left, rather than to give Sesko trying to get him off to his Manchester United start. Didn't work for him either. Sorry. But I thought that game in itself was pretty damning for Sesko, particularly how Manchester United played. But in all, outside of Manchester United, the biggest thing and the biggest gripe that I'm going to have against Manchester United is Casemiro, who is a multiple Champions League winner, who is at the time, one of the best defensive midfielders in world football a couple years back. One who has been on the big stage for Brazil, for Real Madrid. And you go and do something stupid like that to get another yellow. After you picked up a yellow for another stupid challenge, and you get another yellow and get sent off. Like, that is the kind of basic football common sense to say we have 11 men. Let's keep it at 11. Let's see what we can do, because we keep pushing back Chelsea with 10 men because of the changes that Maresca made, which we're going to get into. I promise you that. And I'm saying like, are you dense? Like you're dumb? Like, I'm not saying that he's stupid, but I'm wondering the decision that you made is stupid to put your team in jeopardy now to make it more of an equal game. Now it's 10 versus 10. It's unnecessary. I know Ruben had to take off Cisco and to make changes. So you have to take off Cisco and then put on, I think it was another defender, if my memory serves me right. I think it was Ugarte, holding midfielder. So you take off Cisco, put on Ugarte. And now you're playing 10v10. Can't work. Can't work. But again, all in all, I thought it was gritty. I thought in the pouring rain, well done, Manchester United. For Chelsea, ladies and gentlemen, I am not impressed by Enzo Maresca. And the reason why I'm saying that, I'm going to trace it back to last season. Last season, in a press conference, a reporter asked Enzo Maresca, do you think that you're able to win the title with the team that you have? You've been close to the Liverpool. I think at the time they were leading by at least 2 points. Do you think you're able to continue on this run and probably do something that Chelsea hasn't done in a couple of years, which is to win the league? And Enzo Maresca says out of his mouth, no, I don't think we can. I don't think the team is ready yet. I want you to imagine if you go in your office, you're going to work, and you ask your manager, do you think that we're able to meet the targets for what we had set out for the year? And your manager looks at you dead in your face and say, no, I don't think we have the proper employees, human resource, the personnel to do so. I think we are still young. I don't think we're smart enough to get those goals done. And that's the manager that Chelsea has. And outside of Sanchez doing stupid mistake, and I think Enzo Maresca pointed out to that he'd rather suffer 1-0 than to suffer 10 men. But the fact that after you take off, I think it was Estavio, and then you put on another defender, then you take off Cole Palmer, then you add another player who is not good in transition, then you take off Pedro Neto to add another defensive midfielder or another defender. So now you're sitting with 5-3-1. So the only transition players that you have to hit on the counter is João Pedro and your fullbacks in Cucurella and in Reece James. Nobody else. Because you can't ask Caicedo to do that. You definitely can't ask Enzo Fernandez to do that. And you certainly can't ask Andre Santos to do that. So you've taken off two of your best counter-attacking players, and and he's thinking to himself, you know what? Let's keep it tight at the back. I want us to have as much numbers as possible. In this format, in the game that we play, this modern football, the more you defend is the more that you're going to lose. You're going to, if you are not proactive, if you are not brave enough to go and play big man football, to hit teams in the mouth with 10 players when they have 11, you are going to lose the game. The perfect example is literally a couple games ago. Liverpool played Newcastle. Newcastle down to 10 men, came back after Liverpool were leading 2-0, tied the game 2-2 and nearly won. Liverpool did it against Fulham last season. Down 1-0, came back leading 2-1 and tied the game 2-2, unfortunately, at the end of the game. You can't keep playing defensive. You have to take risks. And the fact that he didn't take those risks, it puts his team in a worse advantage than just being with 10 men on the field. It now shows to your mentality as a manager that you are soft, that you don't have the confidence and the wherewithal to attack teams when you are down to 10. When things don't go your way, you are soft. And I think that showed in the game today. Chelsea were horrible. And it started from the manager. And then it led to Sanchez. Now, of course, I thought good players played today. The only two good players that I thought really played well for Chelsea were Reece James and João Pedro. João Pedro trying his best, him by himself to take on four persons around the back. And Reece James looked like the Reece James of old. Absolutely looked like the Reece James of old. And I was absolutely shocked at how good he was, how decisive, his tempo of the game, his passing, the cross itself to get the goal for Chalobah. I thought he was really good. I'm saying like, damn, Reece James is back. It looks like Trent's position at England. Yeah, it looks definitely under threat. But I thought he played an exceptional game. And for Cole Palmer's injury, we don't know yet as to the extent of it. But I do know that he will be missing a couple of games. I don't think it's just a simple injury. Like, oh, he just felt a little nil and he wanted to come. I think it's not serious, but it's kind of serious. And I think he's going to miss a couple of games. Now, what does that do for Chelsea? I think it puts them in a disadvantage to challenge for the title. It puts them now back into just competing for top four. With all the signings that they've made, with all the players that they've gotten, Gittin, Garnacho, Santos, Estevao, all of them, they still don't have enough to compete with the likes of Manchester City, Arsenal, and Liverpool. And it speaks to the head in Todd Bowley. It speaks to the management team. So, I mean, all in all, I thought it was a all right game. Lacked quality, particularly because it went to 10 men, but there wasn't anything to get me out of my seat as much. And as for Manchester United, hey, you got 3 points, you have 7 points on the board. You are in ninth as of this current moment recording. And that's good. That's very good. Keep it up. That should be the way because there are more difficult games to come. I think now they've gotten past like the most difficult games. They've played Arsenal, now they've played Chelsea, they've played Manchester City, so they have Liverpool and Tottenham and then the rest of the teams to come. So I think they've gotten majority of the tough teams out and maybe they can build on this, maybe. So, but guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We're trying to get this to 300. Until next time, guys.